What's up, YouTube? This is Mathos97, and welcome back to another episode of WWE 2K14 Universe Mode. This is episode 21. We're here with Friday Night SmackDown, just 2 weeks away from the Night of Champions PPV, and Bray Wyatt's rampage continues. Who will be attacked next? As we saw earlier on, Bray Wyatt attacking Dolph Ziggler backstage, obviously sending a message to Antonio Cesaro. As we do remember, back about a month ago, those two were on tag team together for a very short stint, but Dolph Ziggler and Cesaro did team together, and Bray Wyatt making a bit of a statement by attacking Dolph Ziggler, but maybe there's a bit of a deeper hidden message within that attack by Bray Wyatt. But we continue with our King of the Ring qualifying matches. Undertaker defeats Roman Reigns. Jack Swagger defeats Tensai in their rivalry match, not a King of the Ring matchup, mind you. So we have RVD versus Bray Wyatt in a qualifying match, Antonio Cesaro versus Luke Harper in a qualifying match, and Rob Van Dam with an upset knocks off Bray Wyatt, so RVD qualifies for the King of the Ring tournament. And now we'll see if Antonio Cesaro can do the same, or will Luke Harper shut things down on behalf of the Wyatt family. But yeah, King of the Ring qualifying matches we already know. As a part of Monday Night Raw, Kofi Kingston, did he qualify or does he have a match later? I don't know. But, Kofi Kingston qualified. He defeated Big E Langston. Fandango qualified for SmackDown. He defeated Justin Gabriel. But anyway, let's get into this qualifying matchup right here between Cesaro and Harper.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, from Switzerland, weighing 232 pounds, Antonio Cesaro.
Well, the WWE Universe sure isn't shy about sharing their feelings about this superstar.
Approaching the ring, from Rochester, New York, Rude Parker.
Wow, listen to that reaction.
Alright, so let's let this contest get underway here. Cesaro versus Harper. And as we know, back at SummerSlam, Antonio Cesaro had an opportunity to become #1 contender for the United States Championship. Hell, if it wasn't for Bray Wyatt, Cesaro could very well be the U.S. champion right at this very moment. But as we all know, Bray Wyatt attacked. Well, he didn't even touch Cesaro. He just came out to ringside and he caught Cesaro's attention there for a bit of a brief moment, and it was just enough to distract Cesaro and give Miz the opening to attack Cesaro from behind and then take him down with a skull-crushing finale. And of course, Miz went on to lose his U.S. Championship matchup against Jack Swagger on Main Event, and we know the whole thing going on with Miz right now appears to have some sort of a hitman or something, but someone blowing up his car a few weeks ago. And he's still going on about that, trying to find out the culprit behind that heinous crime. So we'll have to see where that goes. But as for Antonio Cesaro now, he's got to deal with the hand he was dealt on behalf of Bray Wyatt. And he's got another big opportunity in this point in his career. King of the Ring would be a very nice title for someone like Antonio Cesaro. And that dream could become a reality here. He has an opportunity. Nice double stomp there on the chest of Luke Harper. But if Cesaro can defeat Harper here tonight, he has the opportunity to he'd get a shot at becoming King of the Ring as he qualifies for the King of the Ring tournament. And we don't exactly know the brackets just yet. We don't know what all the matchups are going to be. But those won't be revealed until the week of Night of Champions, so you're going to have to wait a little bit. We have more superstars that need to qualify just yet, but once everyone is qualified, then the brackets will be revealed, so that could be anywhere between the Monday Night Raw of that week. It could be on SmackDown. Maybe we'll have a qualifying match on a pre-show. No, we're not going to do that. King of the Ring, that's what I'm trying to figure out, because King of the Ring, it's going to take up quite a bit of time. In fact, it could probably almost be a video on its own. But I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to try to do a Night of Champions pre-show, kickoff show, whatever you want to call it. And it's going to showcase a few of the Night of Champions matches. And because there's going to be so many for the King of the Ring, I'm going to try and mix it up a little bit, so I'll showcase not just King of the Ring matches on the pre-show, but I will showcase a title match or two on there, or just any other match that's set for the pay-per-view. And what I'm going to do, instead of chunking the whole King of the Ring together at one point in the video, I think I'm going to break it down, so say in between two of our other built-up matches, like say we kick off with the tag team match, then I could put in one or two matches from the King of the Ring tournament and then go on to another feud matchup, something like that. Or, you know, I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do it yet, but I am going to throw the King of the Ring matches in there a little bit. And what a clothesline there by Luke Harper there, taking down Antonio Cesaro, covers him, 1, 2, no! Antonio Cesaro kicks out there, almost a 3 count, but Cesaro showing his resolve to stay alive in this one. And what a victory this would be for the Wyatt family, as we saw Bray Wyatt earlier failed to qualify for the King of the Ring tournament, which was a bit of a shocker. But if Luke Harper can qualify, then the Wyatt family still has an opportunity to become king, as now Antonio Cesaro hooks the arms here of Luke Harper, and he takes him down there with a nice double underhook suplex. And now Cesaro, everybody loves a good gut wrench here. Cesaro, gut wrench suplex. Look at the strength of Cesaro, just lifting up Luke Harper. 1, and Luke Harper kicks out at 1. And now Cesaro, big uppercut. He may have just taken Harper's head off. And that's got to be it. Cesaro, he's about to qualify for the King of the Ring tournament. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. No, Luke Harper kicks out. That's Luke Harper showing some resolve that I wouldn't have given him credit for. And now Luke Harper trying to keep the Wyatt family alive in the runnings for King of the Ring, and that camera angle, though. But anyway, now Luke Harper in a submission hold here, and Harper is able to break out of it with that headbutt right to the face of Cesaro, and a big boot by Cesaro now as he looks to regain control. Harper, however, sliding outside of the ring, trying to take a moment to regain his composure and get back into this one, as now Harper back in the ring. And now here comes Cesaro up on the ropes there, and a big shoulder tackle by Luke Harper, as now Cesaro, Irish whip as Harper gets sent right into the turnbuckle, and Harper once again going back outside of the ring. But now it's Cesaro with a counter, has him, and he hangs him up there with a hot shot on the ropes. And like I was saying earlier, with the King of the Ring tournament, superstars will qualify. We'll have 8 on Raw, 8 on SmackDown, and it'll be a Raw superstar versus a SmackDown superstar in the finale to crown King of the Ring. And I've decided the winner of the King of the Ring tournament will get a title shot on their respective brands. So if a Raw superstar wins, they get a WWE Championship matchup, and if a SmackDown superstar wins, they will get a World Heavyweight Championship matchup. And this match will take place the following pay-per-view, which is not Hell in the Cell. It is No Way Out. Yes, I did switch things around a little bit because I figured, you know, Hell in the Cell, it's going to be in WWE 2K15 because it was around this year, whereas No Way Out was a 2012 pay-per-view. It's not going to come back for another video game unless WWE does another one of those one-off things where they bring it back. But that's not going to happen because they didn't do it this year. And I'm thinking pay-per-views like Payback and Battleground are going to get it next year. So with what was I saying? With No Way Out, that's not going to be around in 2K15. So I figured, why not try to mix up the scene a little bit here? And speaking of mixing things up, Cesaro just had his brains scrambled there with that discus clothesline from Harper. And now Harper hooks the leg here. 1, 2, 3, and Luke Harper is qualified for the King of the Ring tournament. And while Cesaro, he did kick out of the first clothesline. I think 2 of those, though, I would not have expected any man to kick out of that. With such a powerful clothesline from Luke Harper. My bad there. Got him confused for a second. But Luke Harper, he's got such a powerful clothesline. It's amazing that Cesaro managed to kick out of the first one, but he couldn't kick out of 2. That would be very Superman-ish, or Superman-esque performance if he managed to kick out of 2 clotheslines. But, you know, there's only room for 1 Superman in this company, and that's John Cena. Okay, anyway, Luke Harper gets the victory here, and the Wyatt family still has an opportunity to win King of the Ring as Luke Harper qualifies for the King of the Ring tournament. We'll have to see who he'll face off with in the tournament, and we'll imagine Luke Harper being crowned King of the Ring. Now that's a sight, that's a vision to picture in your head, but Luke Harper, he's qualified, so it's not impossible, whereas Cesaro, it is impossible now for Antonio Cesaro to become King of the Ring. And now on to our main event.
Making his way to the ring, from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing 215 pounds, the WWE Champion, Dean Ambrose.
Man, this Dean Ambrose, he gives me the creeps.
And John Cena wasting little time rushing down to the ring. He's right here. And now a Thez press, wasting little time to get this matchup underway. Going right after Dean Ambrose there with the Thez press and the punches to the face. And John Cena, he's had his issues with Dean Ambrose the past couple of weeks here. And he's looking to start off this match with the advantage. And a bit of a cheap tactic there on the part of Cena, attacking Ambrose before the match. So Cena maybe looking to get a little bit edgier if he wants to try and claim that WWE Championship that Dean Ambrose has held since Capital Punishment. And Dean Ambrose, he is the second, as far as active title streaks, Dean Ambrose is the second longest in our Universe mode. He's actually tied, he's actually tied with Natalya. Both won their titles respectively at Capital Punishment. Ambrose with the WWE title, and Natalya with the Divas title. But of course, current longest active streak as champion here would be Jack Swagger with that United States Championship that he won way back when at Extreme Rules. But now, that's a bit of a statistical chat there. I also kind of rambled, but Dean Ambrose here starting out at a bit of a disadvantage. And you have to say, when these two are going to face off at Night of Champions, you have to say Ambrose is just at a disadvantage throughout the entire length of this feud, because Ambrose, although he has become WWE Champion, still at the point in his career where he has a little bit yet to prove. The Shield debuted back at Over the Limit when they won that 6-man tag. Ambrose went on to win the title at Capital Punishment, and while he has been champion, he defended the title Vengeance, I believe. He defended it there against, well, you all know who. But anyway, Ambrose really, he did defeat Punk on Monday Night Raw in the rematch, but really Ambrose has not defended that title all too often. He did not defend the championship at SummerSlam. He was in a 6-man tag against the Brothers of Destruction and Daniel Bryan, which the Shield did win, by the way. But Ambrose, as far as a singles competitor, hasn't really done a whole lot with that WWE Championship. And when you gotta go from nothing to John Cena, I'd have to say your chances of retaining are very slim, but this would be a huge opportunity for Ambrose to make a name for himself in the WWE. What an upset it would be if he could defeat John Cena at Capital Punishment and retain, or Night of Champions, and retain the WWE Championship. I apologize for my mistake there. But now Ambrose, he's just got to focus on getting past Cena here tonight. As Cena came out, he came out guns blazing. He was ready for a fight, and he brought the fight to Dean Ambrose very quickly here before the match even began. And now Ambrose was starting to gain control in this one, but John Cena countered the powerbomb attempt into a face buster. And now John Cena running off the ropes, went for the shoulder block, but Ambrose has him stacked up now. Rope break may have saved Cena there on that roll-up. And now Cena going for the AA here, looking to end it early, but no, Dean Ambrose manages to block it. And now Ambrose looked like he was going for the headlock driver, but Cena blocked it. And now here's John Cena, Mr. Super Cena, with a gut-wrench suplex, taken down. And now there's a big fist drop to the face of Dean Ambrose, as now John Cena, nice neck twist there to Ambrose, sending the back of Ambrose's head off the mat. And now Ambrose went for the forearm smash, but Cena was able to avoid it. And these two superstars, I mean, the Shield has had an opportunity already to get into the King of the Ring tournament. Obviously, Ambrose and Cena cannot qualify. They're already competing at the pay-per-view. But we saw Undertaker defeated Roman Reigns here earlier on tonight. Maybe Seth Rollins has an opportunity to qualify later on. There are still a few spots open left in that King of the Ring tournament. But Cena, 5-knuckle shuffle connects. Vintage John Cena there. And now Cena could be poised for the attitude adjustment. And he could be looking to put Dean Ambrose away here. He's got him up, but Ambrose counters. Reverse DDT there. He managed to avoid the attitude adjustment there. And now he could be looking to put Cena away here with the headlock driver. He's got it. And he plants Cena head first into the mat. And out of nowhere, it seems, Ambrose could be about to win this one. And no, John Cena kicks out fairly quickly. Ambrose, that was his finisher. But really, Ambrose hadn't done a whole lot of damage yet to John Cena. And when you have the durability of a John Cena, it's going to take more than just a finisher to put you away. But anyway, like I was saying, it's a very interesting situation. Wait a minute. Dean Ambrose now could be looking to make Cena submit here. Oh, Cena, looks like he could be close to tapping out here. John Cena locked in that cross-legged STF maneuver. Almost a variant of William Regal's stretch submission hold. I remember he used that to win King of the Ring. So, wait a minute. Ambrose now, a second headlock driver. And now Cena might be done. 1, 2. No! John Cena still kicks out. He still manages to stay alive in this one. And maybe it's because he hasn't been able to hit his 5 moves of doom. But Cena has quickly lost control of this one. He was in control for the majority of the match with that attack earlier on. But now it seems like he's losing this one a little bit. There's the Cena Karana, 2 count. And 3, he just rolled up Ambrose there. Caught Ambrose off guard. And that may have been the only way Cena could defeat Ambrose here tonight. I mean, Cena, he even came out with the early advantage. But Dean Ambrose managed to come back. He brought the fight to John Cena. And Cena, he just had to do something. He had to catch Ambrose off guard. And Cena doesn't normally use a Hurricanrana, so that's quite the way to do it. As Cena manages to steal the victory here. He was dangerously close of losing it. But really, this was a match Cena should have won. He started out with the advantage. And the fact that Cena managed to lose the advantage and almost lose the match is a bit of a shocker. But Cena managed to come back as always. He had to make himself the underdog first. That must have been it. But Cena managed to come back and get the victory over Ambrose. But it is very interesting because The Undertaker, we saw a few weeks ago, he chokeslammed John Cena after the match. And although while they did have their face-off on main event, Undertaker stated that it was purely, he just wanted to make sure that he wasn't forgotten. He's had his issues with the Shield, and he wants to make sure that the Shield doesn't forget about The Undertaker, and he doesn't want Cena to hog the spotlight of taking down the Shield. But still, imagine if Cena won the title at Night of Champions. Imagine if Undertaker won the King of the Ring. That would be a matchup for the ages right there. But I think that's enough dreaming for today. I want to thank you all for watching, and make sure to stay tuned for the next episode of WWE 2K14 Universe Mode. Be sure to smash the like button if you enjoyed. Keep on YouTubing.